How you doing, Zoe? What you been up to?
Doing good. I'm in the studio in Hamburg, in Germany right now.
The two faces for Radio Zoom Room.
How are you guys doing?
We're surviving, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're trying to survive COVID and all that in college and America, so that's always fun. How is the whole COVID thing in Germany?
It's okay, It's a lot of stuff going on right now, but it's okay. I think it's more worse in America than in Germany.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we're having.
Oh, it's really bad right here right now.
But I'm
It's
with you.
it's
and
crazy.
I'm with you, and I hope it's gonna get better soon.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're all. I think we're all preparing for another lockdown, so that will be super fun when we are stuck inside and all we can do is watch TikTok and Netflix and all that fun stuff.
All right, songs. Be creative.
Yeah, there you go. That's why.
Oh, they would be so bad. I could write them, but I can't sing them. You don't want to hear that.
That's actually half the reason Tommy and I started this podcast, kind of, is because then we're like, hey, we're looking for something to do. We're in like quarantine stuff. Like, hey, we can get this. So then we started this a few months ago, and we've been having fun with it.
Well, you get to a point where you've seen every single episode of The Office and Parks and Rec like 10 times, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should start a podcast.
But it's so cool.
Well, thank you.
So are you watching anything on Netflix too right now? Just kind of catching up on shows, or
So
you
I'm
just
just
working?
like, I'm just working. I'm actually just working in the studio and just write songs because like that's something I love to do. I don't like to like lay in my bed and just watch Netflix. I'm not down for this.
Like,
I
stay
feel
busy.
so lazy then, so I'd rather write songs.
That's awesome. Does quarantine and the whole COVID thing, is it making it harder for you to write, or is it easier compared to when?
It's actually better because like I'm sad as everyone, and I know that the world is sad, so it makes me even more creative. When I'm sad, I'm more creative, and I can write better songs. So
That's
sounds weird, I know.
No, it's a whole new point.
No,
of view.
yeah, definitely.
We ask each artist, so every time a new artist comes on the podcast, that's one of our main questions, just like, hey, so how's COVID dealing with, like, because a lot of people will also like collaborate with other artists, and they're doing it over FaceTime now, and they're doing it, and it's different from being in the studio with them. So it's interesting to hear everyone's different.
Well, yeah, because like the general consensus, like you said, after everyone we talked to, it's like it's so much more difficult to write songs and record during COVID. But like for you, hearing it's like almost easier because you have more of the solitude, and you really can just pump out work. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, for the songwriters, it's way easier. Like not way easier, but it's like easier to write good songs when you're sad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know you too well, we kind of want to dive into how you started and how you grew up, because you're young still. You're only 18. Obviously, you grew up in Germany and stuff like that. And then having a song that does super well here in America is pretty cool. So we want to dive into how you started.
Cool. So I love music, and music is my passion. And I was in school, and I was never really good in school, but I had a teacher in the school who asked me after a school concert, Zoe, you want to work on your voice? And I was like, it's random when a teacher asks you to do music with them. And I just said, okay, let's do it. Let's try. And then we met in school, and then we wrote songs together. And then I got to know my producers, Patrick Paxomi and Ricardo. And now we're here in the studio since like, I think for 4 years now, writing songs, doing music. And now here we go.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's so crazy. So like what age were you at when you were like, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life? Or when did you think that was even possible?
I was 14 or 13, I think, where I realized, okay, I don't want to just do music as a like hobby. I want to do this as my job, as work. Because I was never good in school, and I don't know what I didn't
Amen
like.
to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't even have like a plan B or anything, just like music.
Was age 14? Was that before or after the teacher came up to you?
It was after the teacher came
After.
up. Like like I had the school concert when I was 13, and then but I just got 14 right after that. So
that's super cool. So how'd that feel? Because I mean, obviously, kind of like you mentioned, that's super rare for a teacher to like. So he or she took interest in you, like like they just like, hey, one-on-one sessions, and we're gonna work on your voice, and that's super cool. That's awesome.
That's so cool. And he's actually my manager now. He quit the teacher job.
Really?
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it's so sick. Yeah.
That's super cool, actually. So how's that? So you guys have now known each other your whole life, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
super cool. How so what? So does he help? Is he helping you write songs and stuff like he did when you were younger?
Yeah, he's also like he plays piano really good. So he's like helping me with the melodies and everything. And yeah, we're a good team. Yeah.
That's super cool. I
Obviously,
didn't
it's
know
working,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did have a question. Like, we were going back through, kind of like trying to figure out more about you, like looking at old interviews that you've done and stuff like that. And I got to say,
It's
we
like
really
FBI stuff.
struggled to find one that was all in English.
Yeah.
You know, I was just kind of wondering, that was like, why did you choose to go write songs and sing songs in English instead of German?
So that was never a question in my life. I just hate the German songs, and I hate the. I'm so sorry. Can I say it here?
Yeah, yeah, no, you're
Go
on
for
board.
it.
I'm just not a big fan of like German songs and German like speaking in German.
Mhm.
I just loved English, and it's just since I was like I grew up a little bit with English. My mom tried like to talk with me in English, and my dad was there for a while, so he can only speak English.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. I just don't like German songs.
That's interesting.
So what?
So like, oh, go ahead, Jackson. My
No, you
bad.
got it. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, was it hard to kind of learn more about the English language into writing songs? Because like when you're writing songs, at least from my knowledge, which is very limited, there's a lot of weird words that you use in certain situations that I guess the person that doesn't know a lot of English would be like, I have no clue what to put here.
Yeah.
You know, like I kind of match it with, we were talking about this earlier, but BTS and their new song Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some words that like an English person might look at like, oh, that's kind of a weird thing they put together there, but yours seems so flawless. Was that just kind of hard to like figure out, or was that just second nature for you?
Thank you. I was just like always surrounded by people who like the songwriters I wrote Control with, and like also my friends. And she's from I don't know, Canada, and she like she's like my like the only friend literally that I got. I got 3 friends, and yeah, they all speak English, so it's quite easy.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So are they touring with you? Or are they always in the studio with you, your friends, or?
Yeah, we write songs together like literally every day.
That's super cool. That's fun. So let's get into Control a little bit. It's your debut single, and it freaking did amazing. And we're playing it here on our radio station in Indianapolis, WZPL.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. How'd you go? Tell us a story about that, what it means to you, how you went about writing it, and stuff like that.
So Control was the first songwriting session I've had, and I wanted to write about personal stuff I've really been through, so I feel it more, and I wanted to be honest in the song. And I had relentic childhood epilepsy, and it's still like it's still in my head, and I still battle with anxieties, but I'll get better. And I just wanted to take this chance that I got to write a song about it to help other people getting stronger, because I know that people are going through exactly the same things, and I want them to know that you're gonna get better, and you're stronger than you think.
That's awesome. It's a super cool message.
It's crazy because like there's like so much you can really feel that song. Like I talked to my fiance about this the other day. Like there's so much pain and emotion behind it, and it's like I read somewhere that like one of your big influences in music was Louis Capaldi, and it like completely made sense because you got that same power, and like I don't know, it's just insane to listen to that song because you can feel the same pain even if you haven't been through something like that. You know, you can kind of relate it to something you've been through.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think Louis Capaldi's songs are they're so sad. The lyrics are so sad, but it always sounds happy, and people sing to it and just smile. And even though it's like not even it's a really sad song.
I think that's the coolest part, because what you just said, I never even realized they are like sad lyrics and stuff, and yet when I'm singing them, I always have a smile on my face because it's such a good song. And I guess the power to do that, and the power to make a super sad song turn into something that people can chant out with their friends is in the car driving down the road that's
makes no sense, but it's so good, right?
What I saw on one thing you were talking about getting a lot of fans that reach out to you mainly about Control and just about kind of thanking you like for writing the song and how it helps them through
Yeah.
it. Are you also putting your song on when you kind of feel like you're out of control per se?
Yeah, I just listen to my song Control. Yeah, yeah, for real. I just when I'm in bed and have anxieties or anything, I just Alexa play Control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. And the fact that you can do that—that's the coolest thing. Hey Alexa, and then
Yeah.
it's like your own song pops up. That's super cool. So
So
what's
do you have your eyes on an album or something else coming out in the future since you're like writing nonstop right now?
Yeah, so I'm so you can't do anything this year. So I'll keep writing songs and I'm working on the EP for the next year and I can't wait to release it. And yeah, till then I just keep writing songs.
And then to 2021 we will look. Are you looking forward to touring as well?
Yes. Hopefully in America. I really feel like I'm stuck in Germany and I can't go out. Yeah.
Why do you feel stuck in Germany?
Because I don't know, the people here are not my vibe.
Gotcha.
I'm not feeling.
Gotcha. Well then, yeah. I mean, come on back. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Go on a tour.
Wait, so what's school look like? Are you done with high school now, or?
I'm done. I will never go to school again.
I wish I could say the same thing.
I was gonna say, very jealous.
How old are you guys?
I'm 22.
We're both
So
22.
I'm my senior year of college, and it's just like to the point where, okay, well, I think I have a pretty okay job, but then you realize radio is not a stable job. You should probably get a degree. But no, like with what you're doing, you definitely are on the right path to doing it. Like we talked to multiple people that have just dropped out or just chose not to go. Like we had a Dixie D'Amelio on, what was that 2 weeks ago, who's huge on TikTok. And she was like, I was a weekend of going into Alabama for school. And then I just said deuces because I blew up and I had all this money. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, why not? I mean, like you said, a lot of people, 24, we were talking 24K Golden too, who has his song. And one of his songs is about his college. And it was super cool because he goes, yeah, whenever I go back, they just play that song. USC, I think it was. And it was just like, I don't know. It's a super cool idea to hear artists who just have one direction of their life and like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing well. We're going to go this way. And when you're first
it's just crazy how fast it can change, you know?
I mean,
one song Control just...
And it's her first one. She's obviously doing something well. I mean, there you go.
Yeah. Hopefully see you in person soon.
We would love that. Yeah, we do winter and summer concerts every year.
Ooh.
And obviously this year it's gonna be a little different because of COVID and stuff like that. But yeah, we'd love to have you one in the future. That'd be awesome, especially when that EP comes out.
Yes.
Well, very cool. Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us today, Zoe.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. It was great talking to you. Have fun writing.
Yep. See ya.